Greetings everyone, and Great here for another, I don't know why I'm going to say Age of Empires, probably because I could mostly cast Age of Empires, with another Couple Heroes 2 replay, blah. On top right side, or just right side as the yellow OKW player, we have Bumsklumpen, and as his Wehrmacht ally, we have Herr, Graf. On left side as the magenta Soviets, we have a foreign name. And spawn as the red Soviets, we have Flop. I don't know why I have to say that in a funny way. Looks like one Soviet player has gone for tier 1. Didn't even go for second combat engineer, going straight for penal squad. Usually I go for tier 1s for Soviets. I like going for second combat engineers. Combat engineers do have good rifles, so they're a perfect support unit. They're also pretty good at supporting combat engineers, so two combat engineers can defeat a Sturmpioneer that's charging at them. Got Pioneer MG42 Grenadiers, standard composition for Wehrmacht. We do have double Volksgrenadiers, not an uncommon composition. Red, we just got conscripts. That's pretty much standard nowadays. He has also gotten for tank hunters, so PTRS conscripts could be a possibility, as was B4s, as well as Luftwaffe ground forces. Other potential doctrines we could see is fortified armor, which is a pretty good 2v2 doctrine. Road operations. I'm always a little bit meh on this one. And assault support doctrine, which can be very nice. Just if you want to go for cargo blitz, I'd establish on a munitions and fuel sector because it does not affect teammates. Or you deploy out. You should really build supply caches to spread the wealth. It's especially important you go for the supply caches in 3v3s and 4v4s because that will provide your team more resources. While an open blitz will give, it does affect us basically having one of each cache on a strategic point. So you just hog all the resources for yourself in a 2v2 situation. But in 3v3 and 4v4, it is a lot more value from the caches. We got an early M3 scout card on the field. Up here, got just pioneers next to some conscripts. The Volkswagen is behind some good heavy cover. He could try mounting up the penal squad and get nice and close with an eye for give him a bear hug from the bear people. Conscripts move around the flank. Grenadiers also trying to hit this northern sector. Red's not being aggressive enough. Only seeing pioneers. Blue is taking time just to entrench on in. He's captured multiple sectors. The red Soviet player has to be a bit more aggressive. Blue, his opponent is stretched very thin. Conscripts very forward. Team squad not fully behind heavy cover there. The M3 is firing away. Minimal health, but enough help to stay alive for now. And his teammates' mortars pretty forward. Actually, a well-placed mortar could destroy the M3. His base health is 240. It has more than a third health, so one mortar will not kill it off, even with a direct hit. It was nowhere near a direct hit. Rise tree up northeast conscripts. Grenadiers skirmishing around. Pioneer charges away forward, bit of damage there on the penal squad. And combat engineers to fall back. And does overdrive out of there. Maybe not really necessary to use it. It does cost munitions, but 10 is not a whole lot of munitions. We have now Soviet sniper on the Bill Q. Flamethrower now deployed on the field. Conscripts could advance forward over here. And this Grenadier did a good job of capturing the entire northern flank of the map with very little retaliation. This is here technically a cutoff sector, but this sector also provides supply. Grenadiers pushing the way forward as well. And the Pioneers still drawing the fire, which is good, while the Grenadiers fire away from PND. Conscripts push pretty far forward, find some Grenadiers. Being nice and close to him is very nice. That garrison's a horrible garrison to get inside of, no windows on the side. Those supposed will help him hit the mortar, and he does perhaps have angle on this angle on that direction as well. Entry forward to firing away as well. I don't think these windows up here can be fired out of. I'm actually not super familiar with that structure. I think that structure is mostly in the Ardennes Assault campaign. I think this is, of course, an Ardennes Assault map. Or maybe not. You know, I haven't... Actually, no, this one's not an Ardennes Assault map. Or maybe it is. Just not one used in the campaign. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. We do have Kino PTRSs loaded on the back of the M3. That's interesting. That can be useful. It can also be not useful. Tier 2 is now built by Magenta, by the Combat Engineers. Volkswagen is heading down south. Now the M3 is Section C2. And now has the passive capture ability, so it's now similar to a Kubelwag in that aspect. Conscripts found some good heavy cover there, taking a little bit of fire, make it wiped out by the Volks. Oh, does not get a wipe there.
Are attempting to capture our territory. Conscripts can now throw Molotovs.
Volks Engineers do fall back there. MG42 firing away. Flamethrower Engineers advancing, gets a good flame burst there. These guys have some heavy cover and stuck with quite a bit, so get some bonus damage there, but he's getting focused down by those two Grenadiers. This one is hit by the mortar, and we've got the M3 overdriving on out of there. Kino Squad getting close, but I don't think it's going to go well for the Kino Squad. Now gets put it there onto the M3. Does escape out of there. And does throw down satchel charge there. Does escape on out. Does have Battle Group HQ here. Stuff a full health and you just push on forward. And the M3 does need some repairs. Does capture the mortar there. Mortar does fall back. Volkswagen does stop the mortar from being captured. Except for the Grenadiers. We do have Tier 3 being built, so he's built Tier 2 and Tier 3. Repairs first, probably a good idea. Almost enough fuel for 70. But there could be an argument for an Su-76 for anti-vehicle platform as well. This player has like the fortified armor doctrine. We'll be able to see a hull down Ostwind. Hull down Ostwinds are very fun. I love how people just don't know how to deal with hull down Ostwinds sometimes. So many times when I use hull down Ostwinds, they try to mortar barrage it like if it was a Bofors replacement. That does not work. There's a very, very rare chance for mortar to think to pen a Ostwind. Conscripts Ura their way forward. I'm from Molotov. Incendiary grenade there. And the Penal Squad does fall back at the M242 inside that garrison. Okay, so those windows are fire outable. You can see them being fired out of now. Of course, the Soviet sniper still firing away. Rifle grenade does retreat out of it. Got a good number of conscripts here, so the sniper, his team of sniper should be safe, assuming he focuses on that Volks. But the sniper does fall back to taking some bullets. Good incendiary grenade. Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. Wounded conscript squad does fall back. Now we got a squad of Folkstrom Jaegers being pulled out somewhere. Fresh Maxim point field by Magenta. Ocean Meagers deployed out here. Conscript PTRSs does hold fire, does gain camouflage when one has the PTRS upgrade, and that conscript squad is wounded. I would be having to fall back just to preserve manpower, because he's even prone to being wiped even still right now. Does fall back. You know, PTRS push way forward. Red has about T-70. Maybe a little bit too late for a T-70. Blue now has Battle Phase 2. He has enough fuel for an Ostwind. Just needs to deploy the structure. By the time that structure gets built, he should have enough to deploy out a Panzer IV. Oh, sorry, I just saw your comments. I wasn't paying attention. The name, rude Russian name is playing, Last Doctrine. You thinking of Soviet Industries? Can't say for sure. We do now have the Grenadiers to get some good damage. Mortar rained on in. Ooh, great bundle grenade there. Takes out the Bolshevikers. Oh, and he is using a Soviet HMG. Yes, the Maxim. Good mortar hit there. Kino squad does fall back. No windows inside, so does get flanked and force out the garrison. He's sending to help out. Firing shots there. The squad may get wiped out. Has 2 more conscript squads and do have now the command tank being brought in field. Wipes out that squad entirely. I was not expecting a command tank. The command tank is quite nice, of course. Giving 10% damage resistance to all nearby units, both his own and his allies, both infantry and vehicle. The vehicle part is actually quite important. Makes it so that your Panzer IVs take 5 shots rather than 4 shots to death. Granted, with PTRSs, that does change a bit of the math. What is that? Oh, that's a demolition charge. That is a very hard one to see. The Cannon River and Volks do fall back there. Too much manpower collected. Yep, he has. He may be eyeing for maybe for some B4s. With this manpower float, it would suggest to me he may be eyeing for ML20s or B4s. I tend to go have a bit of manpower float if I'm eyeing some sort of form of artillery. Because artillery is fun. ML20, however, is just not great. B4s are fun.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Great mortar hit there. Main tank would get a great shot on in. Good. Got a lot of misses there, so not so great showing there. But he does have enough command points for the hull down, so maybe we're going to bring just the hull down, which will increase its range and I think damage resistance. Does the command tank ability allows increased damage output? Nope. It makes just all your stuff more beefy nearby. 10% damage resistance, which is very powerful. It changes a lot of math in favor for the entire team. Good damage there. MG does take a bit of fire there. The PTRS is moving on the Panzer IV, and the Penal PTRS is now advancing way forward. If he hops on out, he may be able to get out some 18 satchel charge, but there's possibly the Penal PTRS can get some good hits. His demolition charge there. Does lose it. Is in range. Was that his teammate's demolition charge? I think that was his teammate's demolition charge. I didn't pay attention to which Soviet player's demolition charge that was. Ugh. And the Panzer IV did escape out of there. If he would have got the satchel charge off, he was in range, it would have been casted successfully. It would have killed off the Panzer IV, but the demolition charge exploding like that saved the Panzer IV. Max and fire away. Should be able to suppress the Volks. They do. Got another penal PTRS squad. The judges lost quite a bit. Maybe going to be able to go for shock troops or airborne guards. One of the artillery doctrines I mentioned earlier. Both the elite infantry could be very useful right now. T-70 could use a repair ability or repair, which neither of those doctrines have. But the Soviet Industries has a repair ability, but not one that would be immediately useful. You know, PTRS getting some good damage there on the opening gains of 4. Grenadiers fall back. Merchant is not going to S285. That's probably a good idea. The fighting gets a couple Panzer IVs. So a tank destroyer, that would go a long way. Good mortar hit there. And they know they're fighting against Forign Jaegers, so wouldn't going for an M3 would it be half bad? M3, M5 to get a M16 upgrade. Zis barrage, double Zis barrage. Possibly, that could have been a misclick. We're going like this. It's hard to say because I didn't really pay attention to whose demolition charge it was, just noted it was a demolition charge. And demolition charges are still explosive. Folks need to charge way forward. Of course, got to max inside the garrison. The garrison's not too healthy, but it'll be healthy enough to fight against infantry. Another max and pain that Forign Jaegers. All these squads being suppressed. He has activated the sustained fire ability. Very, very nice. That's why I had a long wait time, because that's sustained time to reload. All those guys are not pulling back. Oops. And he almost destroyed some garrison there with the artillery barrage there. And now do have recon over flight. Very nice. Another reason why to go for anti-aircraft. ST-70 now rotating around versus short barrel Panzer IV. And the Forign Jaegers do fall back, unlike get wiped on out. Rolls a miss there. Bit of damage there on the Panzer IV. Does escape on out of there. Good shot there. No squad could use some repairs. Mortar. Soon to fire, but Penal PTRS is not exactly the highest damage units. In fact, the defense crews actually scored a kill. Wait, they have 4 extra rifles. They should have MP40s, right? That looks like the original crew model as well. Huh. I thought they always had MP40s. Maybe I'm just mistaken. Yeah, probably I'm just mistaken. Either way, now got the Penal squad. Took some damage there. This garrison's almost destroyed. Katyusha barrage will destroy the garrison. Oh, but does hit the Maxim there. Do severe damage. Pioneers do fall back. Got a Panzerwerfer on, but that was a Panzerwerfer, not Katyusha. H4 M6 firing away. I was like 120mm mortars on the field. Neither player has access to that. The maiden landmine detonation. If you suppress squad by Soviet GMG, the squads nearby will also be suppressed later. Yep. And conscripts do get a little bit ambushed there. Go poorly. And we do have nice M6 in here. Just keep it back. Let it provide some anti-aircraft support. It would be useful to protect a certain little flank spot, but right now it just needs it for anti-aircraft purposes. The recon and the airborne assault post pose a threat. In my opinion, recon air overflight poses a bigger threat. Folks do take a bit of damage there. I don't know what the AoE suppression is like on the other, in all the comparison to HMGs, honestly. There's splash damage here on the Volks. Oh, 2-ship barrage now running in. And we've got the Zis gun creeping its way forward. Good amount of damage there onto the garrison. Almost goes down, but will not. It said Panzerwerfer scored a kill somewhere. Where? I'm not sure. Does abandon this garrison. Oh, most of this whole penal squad went down. That's what the Panzerwerfer hit. Lucky hit by the Panzerwerfer, so Magenda's now completely out of penals. Maybe good idea to just go for 7-man conscripts at this point in time. Or he could eye for some elite infantry. He also has 11 command points, which is almost enough for our KV2, but nowhere near enough fuel for KV2. KV2 also has a quad half track, so they have plenty aircraft capabilities at the moment. Of course, has the Katusha and the SU-85, so they are pretty good in anti-vehicle and infantry. I think he's just lacking some captain squads. Combat engineers do fall back. Panzer IV, see a bit of damage. W, Panzer IV takes some hits there. Does lose the quad half track. The other one almost goes down there. So Panzer IV could go down the Zis gun. Nope, it's out of arc. And Blitz is on out of there. Smith run. Does land a little bit late and gets shot down. Now we got the good hit there onto the T-70. T-476 has full fire turned on. Finds the Panzerwerfer. Needs a melee target. He has cold fire, not prioritized fire turned on. I think he doesn't realize it's a cold fire. There's prioritized fire, and does hit the Panzerwerfer. Takes something NG. Command tank is low threat to it. Panzerfaust not being cast. And T-54 is going to fall back, should escape on out of there. Now let's talk a little about this. Not exactly sure. I could probably bring up the game files and take a look, but then again, the mod tools are outdated by 4 years before the final patch of the game. Volks gunners do go down there. And now we do have the P-back round with the cluster munitions. Looks like it will hit the Panzer IV, wipes out that squad, takes the T-70 and T-476 both go down. Good Zis gun shot there. Another Panzer from blue, Q for blue. Maybe what I already killed off both those vehicles there, so they don't really need an elephant, plus his teammate has a Panther now. Now with the super assault, the airborne assault now active. Chita should still have his quad half-track alive. Yes, it is. So he has some anti-aircraft. Great shots in the Panther. Another M522 not being upgraded at the moment. Severely wounded. The Panther goes down to the Zis gun. Oh, and also the SU-5 is here as well. Aircraft gets shot down. One good pen there, Zis gun. Does not score a kill crit, just slightly wounded, or severely wounded. Conscript PTRS has pushed way forward. Does have hold fire on both the conscripts. I don't think that's a good idea while in combat. Panzerwerfer finds them both, but not severely. One is camouflaged at the moment. Barrage needs good damage. And there goes the Panzer IV.
A mortar team has been killed.
And we've got the Volkswagens down here, some Volks Grenadiers. Grenadiers gains some play. He looks like he's trying to force fire and destroy the Pack 40, which is a good little pick there. His teammates conscripts may want to fall back. Oh wait, that's a B4 firing, isn't it? We also got some shock troops on the field. B4 is firing in that region. And this may be just a reinforcement half-track, not a half-track. Teammates going for T-3476s. I do like T-3476 spam. Light artillery barrage now line barrage. Splashes the Grenadier a little bit. Mortar gets a good hit on the Volks. And Commandeers push way forward. Grenadiers in the barrage. Does take a hit there from this guy. Takes another good hit there, but this guy may or may not be fine. That's the end of the barrage, so he's going to be fine. Panzer 4 push way forward. SU-5 in this region. Panzer 1 barrage gets some good shots there.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
Conscripts push way forward. Got the Panzer 4 advancing. The Axum should be displaced. Good shot there into the Panzer 4. And there's a ram. Does connect. No PBAT to follow up with. Conscripts trying to push forward PTRSs. Does get the engine crit, so you should be able to get out there. Smoke run there. It looks like he will escape on out of there. But the Pioneers could get wiped on out. Does. Now got artillery barrage there, hitting the Pioneers a little bit. Good shots there.
We have lost an MG team.
PTRS is here. Of course, he needs the Commandeers to repair up the region. We got a smoke run here, which is actually being more helpful for the Soviet player, honestly. Maxim here to fight some fire support. He has the reinforcement half-track support with Maxim, very good. All he needs to do is get the combat engineers to the... Oh, there's another one there to repair up the T-3476. And Red does have enough fuel for another T-3476. Vegeta does have an SUD-5. A KV-1 could be very useful to go along with it. KV-1 provides quite a bit of beat for the SUD-5. Good shots there under the conscript. It does wipe the conscript squad entirely. T-3476 pretty forward. Does get a bounce there. The shock troops does get forced back. For now, Blue doesn't have a whole lot in the field. An elephant could be very useful to fight against a lot of number of vehicles. Yellow only has the Panzer 4. But needs quite a bit of fuel there. Another 4 minutes worth of fuel. May not be really possible. Going for another Pioneer. At this one time, probably just going for a Panther, maybe just some Stugs wouldn't be half bad. Oh, enjoy. Get some good sleep.
The enemy is taking our territory. A squad of Pioneers has arrived.
Good shots there onto the Panzer 4. Mono grenade unsuccessful. T-3476 getting some good damage. And B4 now firing away as well. It thinks of the nearby command tank. He can still withstand another shot there, so he's not dead. He's somewhat close to dead. And with her push way forward, may get a shot off on the T-3476.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
And the Pennerwolfer will get overrun by the T-3476s. Over here, do you have a Stukes Boost now deployed on the field? Looks like Panzerwerfer got some decent damage there. No squad wipes. Squad wipes, looks like. 244-76 is now advanced way forward. Stukes the Foos firing the barrage. And not really a great barrage. Engineers and shock troops in the center of the map. The Allies have a lot less VPs than the Axis players, but this game looks as far from over. It feels like the Allies are in a much better position. They have, for example, Magenta has a very well-rounded army. You got artillery, more artillery, tank, more tank, anti-aircraft. And Paul could just use a bit more infantry, but maybe a pop cap. Maybe another combat engineers, because he may need extra repairs for the KV-1 and S-35. Red has a pretty good composition. I like T-34s. Let's get a pen there. S-35 moving around. It's a good shot. Red can afford another T-34-76. You can also eye for his own B4 if you would like, but they already have 2 Katyushas and a B4 in the field, so probably not a good idea to go for another B4. More medium ping spam is always pretty fun. B4 raining on in. Plus, with the B4 now firing 3 rounds rather than 1 more powerful round, it always feels like a little bit weaker, a lot less surprise, but that was still a pretty good hit nonetheless. 1 more round. Does not wipe out the command tank. We've got recon overflight flying about. Which is feeling these old fire conscripts. Panzerwerfer barrage running on in. Splash a bit of everything here. And the conscript squad's falling back. Another conscript squad pulling field. I hear Stukes of Foos barrage firing away. About 1, maybe 2 squad wipes. I think just the 1. Does roll a bit of a mess there. Kind of worth a roll to bounce. And both throw a fragmentation grenade before. Oh, that's a smoke grenade. Bishop barrage against good splash hits. And with that smoke grenade, it's going to be a bit difficult for the Kenworth to hit. The KD-1 is pretty healthy. Good shots there. Tom engineers do take some severe damage. And the KV-1 does need a fallback. S4 can't really advance. 1 more pen and instead. Grenadiers straight forward. Magenta has... he lost his conscripts, or combat engineers. He does recruit a Maxim. He has been in manpower, so he can get out some more combat engineers. Now we do have a recon overflight activated. Oh, a command tank does get engaged by these T-476. Roll some bounces there. Oh, there goes a Stuka. And does not get any shots there. I could have sworn, I thought that command tank should have gone down there. I guess not. RNG in a nutshell. Does get splashed by the bundle grenade a little bit. The Bolshevik should win out, but receive a frag grenade their own. Was a bit more successful. Now here comes Katyusha Barrage. That could wipe out the Fallschirmjägers. Got pretty close. Oh, and there's a B4. Triple T to the 476 now pulling the field. Is that almost a mass? We could just charge forward and try to overrun the stuff. Ooh, good squad wipe there. Those super balance there. It's veteran C3 on the Panzer 4. See the pen there from the Zisgun, who's veteran C3 as well, and had the ambush effect. Has with the barrage running in. That would probably decrease the Zisgun. It's pretty wounded. Or nope, has expert dodging skills. And Super Sufu's fire away. May have got a little bit of damage there. I'm pretty sure Joe Biden doesn't even know what's even going on. It's whoever's puppeting him. And Spore backs on off, and T-3476 can just fall back. Got a smoke or run coming in somewhere. Shock troops are advancing. The Volks can use a catch the sector. Decent cinder grenade there. Another smoke there. I guess if the incendiary grenade lets him light a smoke, I guess. That was a bad joke. Bishop barrage raining on in, but there's splash damage everywhere. Right there onto the shock troops. This gun barrage wiped there.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Good shots there on the shock troops. Panzer 4 straight forward. Good shot there in the Panzer 4. Is this gun advancing? Conscripts. Seeing a bit of fire there. There's a lot of explosives being hurled. This gun sitting on up, try and engage the command tank, but he's getting hit by too many targets. Here comes another B4 round.
Enemy is firing on our HQ.
Downstairs advance way forward. And here comes the artillery. Transport for barrage raining on in. And now the combatants severely damaged. The Bolsheviks do capture the central sector. More Bolsheviks are advancing. With the Maxim firing away, of course, some light cover tends to interrupt the accuracy, which does interrupt the suppression. Smoke run there, but does miss the Maxim. Aircraft did in fact get shot down. And that one. Up north, we got the Panzer board. Command tank receives severe damage as they force on out of that command, or not command panther, just regular panther, just engaging. With the command tank nearby, you can withstand a lot more beating. Grenades were exchanged, grenades force back units. Now got a King Tiger board in the field. I've not been paying attention to what is going to be pulling the field. King Tiger will cause some issues. S-75 is pulling the field. The KV-1 has not... Oh, that's a fresh KV-1. If you had a KV-1 efficiency 1, you could hold down, throw a lot of fire to let the S-75 get some more work. Now he has to rely on largely on B4. Does have efficiency 2, which means increase or reduces the scatter as well as reduce the barrage cooldown. Efficiency 2 is when most artillery pieces get actually good. Mostly thanks because better accuracy and reduced rate of cooldown ability. That is just exactly what you need. Increased range can be nice. Most of the time you pull in the artillery piece in a position where the initial range isn't adequate enough.
I think my gunner is hit.
As well for barrage raining on in somewhere. That was wiped with the Maxim. The artillery barrage, I just don't know where it's landing. Oscar Fleet took a good shot there. The King Tiger supported by the Command Panzer 4. Auto grenade and frag grenade there. Good hits there. Quite possibly. I just don't really care. I don't really care for the conflict whatsoever. I don't believe the U.S. should be sending billions, hundreds of billions of dollars to the conflict. damage there. Over here, do now have the Panzer IV has engine crit. Maybe found a landmine, not sure what got it. But there's also two mechanic works here support. Smoke run. Those who's 1 T476 needs prioritized to the Vet 5 Panzer IV. Now it's all by his lonesome. Nowhere near enough munitions for the PBAT run. Takes out one T34 or one of the mechanic worker. Oscar's crew runs way forward. Time for AT grenades onto the Panther. So both have the engine critted. One T-34-76 remains, which could take out the opening pants forward. Its rear armor is exposed. Conscripts has full fire turned on. Smoke run there, very nice. That smoke could actually be very useful for the T-34-76 to close on in. Yep, I think the Panzer IV will go down as prioritized fire turned on. There goes the Panzer IV, but gets abandoned. Don't go for the Panther. You're not going to get it. And Lucy's not going to be able to destroy the tank. Able to destroy the Panzerwerfer. Panzer technician there. I think the good idea just throw artillery barrage over here, whether it be Katusha or B4, and take out that Panzer IV. KB1 here, not hold down, that's not much as one. And there's a Panzerwerfer or 60 Foods barrage. Good damage on the conscripts. Or combat engineers. Grenadiers will take the damage there. Going for pacifists, that will get the engine. And Spore still exists. Good shot there on the KV-1. 3 combat engineers for repairs. This one's suppressed. Another transport from the field kill for Blue, which may have went down at one point in time. Maybe by Katusha Barrage.
More of our troops have been lost.
Conscript or combat engineers do go down. KV-1 just trying to creep away. This barrage firing away. Team Tiger, reasonably health. Axis players or allies are down to 58 tickets. Good S-35 hit there. No one grabbed full health. A lot less than full health. This gun does get decrewed. Bounce there from the other S-25. Compensators are trying to capture the central sector. Abandoned tank still exists. B4 raining in somewhere. It is Specialty 3. Good there on the Stone Pioneers. Only infantry kills. So must got a lot of damage onto vehicles by being so well vetted at least. Shock troops are advancing. Oh, wait, that pencil was going into the barrage range. The last round did rain a little bit short. Excuse me, hiccups. That 3 shock troops driven for the MG. Transport still exists. I always find the bandit vehicle mechanic as something that should just be removed from the game. And so I removed it from my own mod. Along with dropping slot weapons, as I sort of view that in the same boat. Maxim firing away. We do have a Katusha Barrage raining on in somewhere. Or a Panzerwerfer Barrage. Katusha Barrage is firing as well. He is flashing the Panzerwerfer. Panzerwerfer goes down. Panzer IV almost fully repaired. So we may see OKW Panzer IV for the Wehrmacht player. Another OKW Panzer IV on the build queue. And Blue does take up half track there. Blue does have enough fuel for the Elephant. And AT grenade will connect. And the Panther may go down here. More smoke. And good force fire into the ground there. More artillery raining on him. Not sure what was hitting that guy. Maybe a mortar? Yep, mortar. Wehrmacht Up armored Panzer IV taking severe damage. Gets abandoned again. He's forced from the ground with that one. And the repair kit didn't help Shoal too much. It could still be used again. Nope, it's dead now. Frag rotation grenade. Nope, smoke grenade onto the Act 40. Good hits there on the Panzer IV. Good shots there into the shock troops. Right here, taking a bit of damage. Up north, we got Fallschirmjägers, Molotov thrown there. Grenadiers make it wiped on out. Short barrel Panzer IV firing away. Almost C3. On Veteran C2, blah. That's a very different number. There's Veteran C2. Suxifus. Oh no. That looked like 2 dead comm engineers. That's a lot of dead people. KV1 is now a Veteran C1, so we can perhaps use the hull down ability. It's a very nice ability for the KV1, and good wipe there as well. There's the hull down, very nice ability. And the Grenadiers do fall back there. King Tiger, Veteran C1, so it's access to the Spearhead. The artillery raining in over here. Good pen there. Let's see. Which direction do you play your viewing angles? From you to the enemy, or the enemy to you? I'm not sure what you're referring to, since this replay was submitted to me. I try to cover both sides a bit more balanced, but sometimes I get a little bit hung up on certain engagements and biases towards certain compositions. Oh, but if you're talking about rotating the screen, if you're talking about rotating the screen itself, I just usually go whatever default of the camera. Anti Warfare Barrage raining on in, or 6 degrees barrage. Consequently, take a bit of damage there. SV5 does take a kind of warfare hit there. Roll seed in the nest there, bolts in right there. In your personal playstyle, usually I try just whatever the default camera angle. So, and most of the time I think it's best if maps are just left to right rather than forward and backwards. SV5 does get a good hit there onto the Panzer IV. King Tiger does get damage. Generally, I do know if you're going to play a game, you generally want yourself down below and the enemy up high, because it generally gives you a better angle upwards. And some of the part of the view angle downwards. We have the control way back here. Oh, that's a lot of artillery raining in right there. Pioneers do skip on out there, though he does stall out the repair times. He does a repair bunker, so all the Axis armors is pretty much out of commission for a time frame. And it got very quiet. But I was trying to say beforehand, in general, if you ever have to design a map, it's generally to have left to right, so both play, because most people don't change camera angles. But if you are going to change a camera angle, you definitely want yourself on the bottom and your opponents on top, because you have more of a wider angle view left to right in front of you rather than behind you. If that makes any sort of sense. Conscripts get behind some good light cover, ambush mode. Got these guys next to the burnt out campfire. Because campfires are still a thing. Yep, I clicked on the campfire. Nice and warm there.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
I have no idea how that you should ever balance cold tech to make that useful. I bet most people forgot that cold tech is a thing. One grenade was thrown. Good shots there on S-5. Could go down there. That's a Veterans 5 McKenna War first. Taking that out is important. Good damage there. Vet 5 McKenna War escapes out of all the men. So not even any manpower bleed. Just take a bit of time to heal him up and get some blood transfusions. Grenade, rifle grenade there. Somewhat okay. Here comes Future Brawl showing how to throw explosive opponents. Which better to throw explosive than throw insults, that's for sure. A lot more effective. Evat ran. Looks like it largely missed. Panzer 4, King Tiger 3-4. Command takes 50 damage, does fall back with Pan's Tactician. So now his teammates' armors will be unsupported. X-35 does go down. X-35 Elephant insists on strong flank. It's okay with Panzer 4 dancing around. He needs us to retreat just south. Well, and you see the Panzer 4 allowed him to take another shot there. The command tank. Good shot there. King Tiger has plenty of health, but his 6 of pens trying to creep around. SU5, 24. There's the ram. I thought a ram was a good idea. And now the rear armor is somewhat exposed with SU5. Mango destroyed there. And the Axis players surrender. Guess they lost too much in that fight. Maybe a little bit premature. Blue could have brought in a elephant. Yellow pretty much... Man, Yellow still had decent amount. Who's going for a Panther as well. I think the Axis players surrendered a little bit too early, but they do have... The opponents only have 52 VPs remaining. Yeah, Blue and OKW players... The Axis players could have easily just stayed back, regroup, and get back in. The elephant would have changed a lot of different math in that game. Was it a good time for Blue to go for a elephant? Not necessarily, but right now would have been a good time for it. Either way, this Angrade saying, "Think watching," and on to the next replay.